Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 19th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what we have going on for you this week. You start off with the Queen of Clubs. Queen of Clubs is a card of authority, thinking about the future and planning for the future as well. So a lot of you could be, thinking about the future. It's also a card of using your charisma. Pisces can be very charismatic and things. So it's a card of being more social. Using your charisma to meet people. And a lot of you could be even meeting people of the opposite sex this week with this card. I mean, it's a card of like flirting and, doing all that sort of stuff that you want to do. But mostly it's a card of authority and becoming more of an authority this week. Next, you have the Tower card. I don't think the Tower is as bad as everybody else makes it out to be. I think it's just a card of change. Some sort of change coming in. And even for you this week, I think for some of you could represent moving. And for others, I think that, again, it's that light bulb moment. I think a lot of you could be having like a light bulb moment this week, a sudden revelation, a realization as to a direction that you need to go in, which I think will be very, very good for you. Next, you have the Two of Hearts. Perfect match. A lot of you could be meeting a perfect match this week in love, which is nice. If you're already in love, this can just represent the relationship deepening, or it can represent, meeting a friend or, meeting up even with like a situation, meeting up with some sort of, like social event or something that makes you really happy. Next, you have the Five of Hearts. A bunch of people have had this card this week, a bunch of signs. Card of jealousy. So ignore jealousy around you. Really, again, it can represent the birth of a relationship as well. So maybe a lot of you are getting into a relationship or meeting somebody that you could have a relationship with or want a relationship with. All that stuff kind of comes up with this card. So now is the time to get out and try to meet people for sure. Next, you have the Six of Hearts. Six of Hearts is a great card of growth and abundance, and it's also mostly a card of a turnaround. It's funny because I said it to Scorpio, like the water signs have been really similar in their readings, like over the past 6 weeks or so, I would say. And I think Scorpio had this card as well, but it represents a complete turnaround in energy. A time where you can finally put energy into something that you want to see materialize. And, maybe in the past, whatever this was didn't work, but now it's saying you can try new things, or you could try things that you want, and they could work out, equally, if not better, than they have in the past. So it's a very good card. This card represents promotions, can definitely represent love coming in, and, thinking about love. I would say it can be a card of overthinking love, though, as well. It can be like, I don't know if they're interested, I think they're interested, I'm not sure, and, all this other stuff. So it's like, if you never talk to the person, you'll never know. So, definitely a time to not be shy. It's also a very fate, it's a very karmic, like, destiny type of card. So a lot of you could be, dealing with a lot of fated events and things this week. Next, you have the Seven of Hearts. Seven of Hearts is what I was trying to say. Doubts, mostly just a card of doubts and having doubts about whether or not you will be able to move forward in, one of a million areas. Could be love, could be business, like I said. It's just because it's a Hearts card doesn't mean it's love. This card to me represents needing to commit. So I think that if there is some area of your life that is not working, Pisces just needs to commit 100%, like really, really make a deep commitment towards change, and I think that could help you. Also, by the way, great week for health, changing your diet, new exercise routines, things like that. With all these Hearts cards, very good for health and exercise. And finally, here you have the Nine of Diamonds, a very good card of new financial cycles coming into your life, new, more positive financial opportunities, financial situations, money-making opportunities, pretty much any of those things can come in through this card. It's even, in some card reading systems, it's like even like a death card. It can even represent these like transformations, new transformations coming in because of it. And it's a very good card. It's also a card of needing to realize, and I'm sorry, but I have something in my eye at the moment, and it's driving me crazy. It's even a card of needing to realize, like, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I don't remember exactly what we were talking about right now, but I seem to remember saying that, it's one of those things where maybe, Pisces needs to realize that, like, maybe they're going through a hard time, but needing to look at that, like, how can you, how can you turn that into something that helps other people? This card's about being a public servant. And it's like, once you do that, that's when your success comes in. I think, just to tell you the story, I think, what this person was talking about, I'm not going to share all the details as a private conversation, but, basically, they were trying to start an online business, and this person had been very successful in the past, extremely successful, and but they just couldn't get things going in their new business, and so they thought about sharing some things like in video on YouTube, here on YouTube, and they were thinking about sharing their trials and tribulations, and also sharing like what they're doing to grow their current business. And I said, well, it's like you have the knowledge because you've done it before in the past. And, they had a card very similar to this, but I said, the cards, they want you to share that knowledge to help other people through your own difficulties. And, before you know it, you'll probably be successful because, you're sharing something. And also you could be just sharing things that will help people, and that could make you more successful. So think about how you could do that as well. But looks like a great week. Definitely some changes coming in, so that's nice. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your week.